lose yourself in a good book. The Bord Gáis Energy Book Club.
Now, our next guest started writing at the age of 5, bagged a dream book deal at 9, and has just published his second book at the age of 10. His second title is the follow-up to his first book, entitled The Great Fergola Brothers, and the book tells the tale of two magicians who become embroiled in the world of secret societies and dark magic. And Joe's donating all the proceeds from the book sales to the Clinical Cancer Research Trust. And he joins us this morning with his mum, Ita. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. Well, listen, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Now, you started writing when you were 5.
Yeah.
So what were you writing at the age of 5?
Just small little picture books, like handwritten books that were stapled together, nothing really that big.
And lots of drawings and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And was there
books.
any particular stories or anything that you liked at that age?
Just like the usual stuff that 5-year-olds would read. I can't really remember.
And Ida, at 5, did you see like there was a natural progression into this?
Yeah, we saw he was a great reader. He read quite early, and he was a great. Then he started writing. So, yeah, and he'd learned quite early on to type. So the progression from drawing it to then typing it was quite
very
fast.
quick.
Yeah.
So how did the idea for these stories for the Fergola Brothers come about?
It just came into my head. The first book the idea just popped into my head.
Just popped into your head like that?
And
these two magician brothers.
I developed it a bit more, and then I wrote the book, and then after that I wrote the second book, knowing when I was already halfway through the first book I knew what the second book was going to be about.
I know, but when you just say, I just wrote it, I don't think I could sit down and write a book. So how do you even go about, I'm going to write a book?
Well, I just sit down, and I've started loads of books, but I haven't finished them. Like, I have started loads of books.
Right.
But I try to just sit down and set myself time and say, okay, I'm going to write now. And it's something that I like to do. Like, if I'm bored, I'll go and write. Or if I want to write, I can go into the kitchen and write. But, like, I don't know.
Were you getting any help from anybody, or were you just
Not really.
No, he's just literally nothing.
Not at all. It's something he does. He goes maybe in the morning. I'd wake up to the sound of him typing away. It's his pastime.
Yeah.
We never.
It's his thing.
Yeah, and I don't.
But how did you know, like, chapter, we have to do this chapter and the next chapter? Or was it just like, you're just writing and the story just evolved and it kept getting bigger and bigger?
I don't know. It just, when I felt like when I was halfway through the chapter, I'd think of what the end was going to be.
Yeah.
And then I'd know when the end of the chapter was going to be. So when I wrote the end of the chapter, I'd know to go down to the next page for the next chapter.
Okay, so for people who are looking in this morning, now
format.
tell us about the brothers and what do they do?
Well, they're magicians. They're Italy's most famous magicians.
Right.
And they're from Venice. Their mother is Irish and their father is from Venice.
So you thought all this up yourself, that you were going to set them in Venice and their mother's Irish?
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically they go to New York, and they're staying in a hotel, and the hotel happens to be one of the bases of a secret society. So they join in with the secret society to help rescue a kidnapped actress. And then it all just kind of starts
Evolves
there, yeah.
All the mystery starts.
Yeah.
It's all full of mystery, and there's all little things happening.
Yeah.
So when you finished the first one, and how did you get the deal, the deal to publish it then?
Well, my cousin, who actually designed the first cover, she put it up on Facebook, and Emer, who was launching a new company called Emu Inc., an online publishing company, that she picked it up and she said, I'll publish it. So it just kind of happened like that.
And what do you think, like when you see a book like this and your name is there on it, what do you think?
It's so strange, it's surreal. I'm like, "Brr."
Like at your age, and I sort of said when you have them lined up like this now, so there's two, so is there going to be a whole load of them?
Long, you have to get millions of bookshelves.
So have you then you came up with the second one, which is the Twisted, it's the follow-on.
It's follow-on,
so that's out now, right?
Yeah.
And so is that developing the story a bit more then?
Yeah, you get to know them a bit more. Yeah, in the second book.
And have you just got loads of ideas then just brimming out of you? It's like
Yeah.
you can't wait to be sitting down. And do you set yourself a time where you sit, like do before school, after school, weekends?
Yeah, sort of. Like, I just like say maybe at weekends I'd have more time, so I try and write at weekends. But I mostly write like when I'm home from school and like that 3 to 4 period when I'm home from school and finish my homework and whatever. I just would write for a while, but not obviously for like an hour, but it feels like an hour. But
And would you go out and play with your friends as well and do all
yeah,
that?
except we're on a main road, so I don't really have any friends near me, but
You do have friends, but
I have
they're not
friends,
near you.
but they're not near me.
Okay, but you can go meet your friends. So
Yeah, I can.
you're not in your room typing
No,
away.
all day.
So you do. So Ida, it's something that you have obviously encouraged, and you've seen it and grow, and it's incredible that at his age he has 2 books published.
Well, we encouraged it, but I think partly why he completed this one was for his dad, who died last year,
And that's why we have to say, like, the
Yeah.
proceeds are going to St. Vincent's Hospital, and Jeff was treated for cancer.
For cancer there, yeah. So I think Joe always wanted to do something for him, and said, "Will I have a cake sale, or will I do?" And I said, "Well, why not finish one of those books you've started?" And he did last summer. Shortly after Jeff died, he sat and wrote for quite long periods of time, but he was determined to get it done. So I think Jeff would be very, very
I think
proud.
your dad would be very proud of it.
I hope so.
Oh, I'm sure he would. I'm sure he actually would be absolutely so proud of it. And tell me, like, literally, are there authors that you really aspire to and want to be like?
I really like John Boyne. He's an Irish author as well. I actually have met him on a few occasions, and he's a lovely person, and he writes so imaginative stories, such imaginative stories. I'm influenced by most writers. I mean, I like Suzanne Collins, who wrote The Hunger Games, and different kind of authors. I just really...
And we mentioned J.K. Rowling and obviously all her
Yeah.
books, and
Yeah,
you were a big
I'm a
fan
big
of the
fan
movies
of-
and the books.
Of the books, yeah. I don't think the movies are as good as the books.
Oh,
though,
really?
but-
Okay. You're into the reading. So tell us, what's in your head now for the next big one, the next book?
Well, there's a character, if you've read the second book, if you have, then there's a character introduced at the end, and she basically has the power to take over the world.
All
so
right.
she's kind of something like of a storm kind of brewing there. So I'm going to kind of have a end of the world situation, but...
Okay. It's
Obviously.
fantastic that you have all these ideas and you're going from strength to strength. And if the writing doesn't continue, I know you want to be either a journalist or a radio DJ. Do you
Yeah.
know what, Joe? I think you could be anything you wanted to be. I
Thank
really
you.
do. And congratulations, amazing at the age of 10 to have 2 books published.
Thanks.
And thank you very much for coming in. Thank you
Thank you.
both for coming
Thank
in.
you.
And I'm sure your dad would be very, very proud of you.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Now, we've been discussing our book club choice for May. It's The Great Fernlola Brothers and The Twisted by Joe Prendergast. And if you'd like to be in with a chance of winning a packed hamper of excellent children's books, then send your review in to us. Reviews should be no longer than 50 words and should reach us by Friday, the 24th of May. They should be emailed to irelandam@tv3.ie, or you send it by post to Bord Gáis Energy Book Club, TV3, Westgate Business Park, Ballymount, Dublin 24. You can also enter through our website, tv3.ie/book club.
Lose yourself in a good book. The Bord Gáis Energy Book Club.